Okay. All right. My fucking screen. I'm sharing the show. Nobody's here yet, but fuck. All right, god damn it. Okay, no, we did miss Honeybee Witchery. Triple Mingos, Cryptid. I'm just gonna start all over again here. Oh, people are here. Hi, I'm inviting people, so invite your friends, invite your enemies, and we will see. We will see. Oh, Jesus, I'm already here. God damn it. I already invited those people. All right, some people got invited twice. Okay, where the fuck did I leave off? There's Sebastian. Definitely got him. Lavola, there we go. That's where we left off. Okay. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. I'm still inviting people, so do your part and invite and like and subscribe and all that junk. I already invited him. All right, well, I'm inviting him again. Okay. Mystical something. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Who's here? Itty Bitty, how are ya? Sebastian, how are ya? Sebastian, getting in the box.
Alright.
Great. We got, missed that one. Sebastian, Samantha, Pagan Spawn, Samantha again. Thank you for liking the live.
Thought for a moment you said pagan spunk.
So did you get over to Scotland and go to any of the Trump protests?
I've not yet. I could do though. I could get a train.
I think he's gone. I think he left. I'm not sure.
I hope so, because we don't want him here.
Can't smell him. He might still be there. I'd love to go.
You take him back, please.
No. You can have him.
I'm good.
You can just hang out at his golf courses over there. That'd be fine.
Did you just hear someone actually put a sign next to it?
Could we deport him while he's gone?
I hope so.
I think it was Scotland that came up with the name Guardians of Pedophiles for the GSP. That was pretty good. I can't believe we didn't come up with that.
Exactly.
Yeah. The orange dictator got a vein.
Pagan Spawn. Every time I see your name, I'm going to think of Pagan Spunk.
Yeah, well, and they say that he doesn't have deep vein thrombosis or heart failure, so that means he has deep vein thrombosis and heart failure. Anything that they say, it's opposite of. Okay. We learned that last time.
Mm.
I encourage my viewers to share my live and invite more friends. Okay.
Have you noticed how your benevolent witch has made a video saying that witchcraft should not be political? Like, it always has been. Even you've said this.
It always has been. It's always, since the very first laws passed against witchcraft in Rome were political in nature because the emperor that did that had a court magician. It was always political, and then in the larger scheme of things, it was a patriarchal takeover of religion and persecuting women who are the primary practitioners of witchcraft. Most of my life it's been, women and gay dudes mostly. For Loki, doing a planet.
You plan on doing a tear down.
Yeah, you'll come in the box and give us, you know, give us just a little bit of the tea, to give people
Just a little bit.
You're live, a little advertising for a second. Okay.
Got you.
Come in for a second. Oh yeah, you could have done that, I guess. Huh?
I did.
I did too. We did it at the same time.
Yay! Teamwork.
Okay, so I can't really stay long because technically I'm at work right now.
Technically.
But I will do just a little touch on what's exactly going on. So, basically, in essence, if you've been on my lives, if you haven't, no big deal. But on my lives, I usually do something called a trickster cycle. It is not for me, it is for the individual. It's a series of questions that you keep repeating and keep talking about until you go ahead and either you learn to be honest with yourself or you end up getting devoured by it. This time, I have geared the questions towards WitchTok specifically. And it deals with the concept of dogma. Because when you break down most of how everything you've seen on WitchTok, it is everybody telling everybody how to fucking practice. And so, here's the thing. Are you the one that needs to have the dogma? Or are you just trying to reflect the dogma onto other people because you're not satisfied with walking in the path that you walk by yourself?
Well, I got to say, I am one of those people. As a teacher of witchcraft, I see so many witches out here spewing bullshit that doesn't actually work. That isn't witchcraft. I'm correcting people all the time. I hope I'm not being dogmatic. There are certain basics that all magic has in common. And
okay, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with it having it in common. And it's nothing wrong with having the teaching of the particular style or whatnot, what have you. However, when you break certain things down, if you tell people, oh, you have to do it this way, or you have to do it that way, okay, maybe that is what works for the majority of the practice that you work with, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the way it is for all the other ones. Yeah. So it's a matter of understanding the difference between learning an open or learning a closed practice versus learning a closed practice, being initiated into that closed practice and learning that practice versus being able to have your own interpretations of things.
Yeah, I get that.
So that's what the live's about. No. Going to be this Tuesday, 8 p.m. EST.
All right. Well, that should be worth tuning into. Check out the Loki over there. You can be going live Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States. And it says he's going to piss people off, so I'm all for it.
Same.
Piss off people for the right reason. Hey, Teresa.
Hey, I'm here in the shadows today.
Okay.
I mean, Saint, you could not. You had to have known I was going to try to invite you up here.
I did. I'm just. They won't give me back access to my account. They won't verify
I'm
this
still
account.
fighting to get my other one back.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. You just
But I
it's
do have to bounce,
TikTok.
guys. Much love.
No
It's
worries.
just
Love you, Matt. Cool.
it's just TikTok. You know how they are.
Oh yeah.
I have so many people spamming on my purse where it shows that I've lost my other account, and so many people like saying this person can help. This person got my account back. I'm like, I don't know if I can trust him.
Don't trust them.
I'd like to
Don't.
know if anybody's ever had success with that because I've thought about it.
Well, I'm pro Pally. That's why they won't give me back my account.
Well, I just lost a 10,000 account. It's my last lost account, and I would pay money to get that back.
Hey, hello.
Somebody tell me that that's worked for them. I haven't heard anybody. People say that in my set. Oh, this person got my account back. It's like, well, I don't fucking know you, so.
I got it back for 24 hours, and I got the third account back for 24 hours, and then I had requested them to check something because all of my content was gone. All of my content was gone. And the next thing I know, the next day, my account's completely gone. And I'm just like, what the hell?
We've got really twisted in this country, and I think it's the president's fault. Even though the schmazzies love him, he's acting like he's fighting anti-Semitism by fighting any criticism of the nation of Israel.
Right.
Those are not synonymous. We can criticize Israel without being criticizing all the Jews or being anti-Semitic.
Well, and that's the thing. I'm not anti-Semitic. In fact, if anything, I'm just anti-religion all the way around. And that's because of my Catholic upbringing. I can't stand organized religion or anything that it has to do with. But
I'm anti-Christianity.
because of my heritage, my background being Lebanese and Polish, of course I'm going to sound like I'm anti-Semitic because I'm Lebanese and Polish. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah, but it's gotten to this point where they're persecuting colleges for having protests against Israel, and they're not protecting the Jews. They're allowing anti-Semitism. It's like that's not anti-Semitism.
And that's the thing. And it's not even that they're not protecting the Jews. They're just not protecting the Israelis. Because, like, I don't know if you saw that Jacob Berger from Chicago, who is friends with Rima, the Caucasian Arab, was on the Handala. And he is an Ashkenazi. So it's got nothing to do with Judaism. Absolutely nothing to do with Judaism. And I'm friends with both of those creators, by the way. They're actually very good friends of mine.
And how can you be supportive of people that are being mowed down by tanks that are fighting with rocks?
Yeah, exactly. Did you see? Oh my God! I had to go off app for a couple of days. They rounded up 7 children under the age of 6 and said that they were part of the leaders of Hamas, and that one of them was the leader of the brigade that dug the tunnels, and he was 4 years old.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That sounds
So
like this country.
there's absolutely, I have no respect for anybody that waves around that flag, and not because I'm anti-Semitic, but I am anti-Israeli. And I don't care what anybody says.
I'm absolutely against their policies. But as I have said before, the nation of Israel was founded on terrorism.
Yeah.
And that's
I mean, to be real, if you go back in time and if you look at the path of the Israelis, the original Israelis, they're from Russia. They're from an area in between Russia and Serbia. So if they want to sit here and claim land, go back home. Fuck.
kind of hard to claim any land.
Stop taking from the people that you know damn well you don't fucking belong to.
Well, and I often said this, before the election here, all the pro-Palestinian people that did a protest vote, you got us Trump. And with Biden, we had a ceasefire option. That's what they were going for, was a ceasefire. When Trump was saying, finish the job. And he started saying that again yesterday. They need to finish the job, and Hamas must just want to get killed. And that's the policy. So that's what you voted for.
Yeah.
You were pro-Palestine, and you voted to have Trump in power, and now you get your genocide.
Well, no, I actually know someone who actually said that if you're pro-Palestine, that just is also meaning pro-Hamas. Like,
yeah, they've said that. But you know, here in the States, they also said that if you have any form of ADHD, autism, or disability, that you're a terrorist and you're a blight on the country. So, to be realistic, it's extermination camps. Oh, did you hear the latest news coming out of the Tangerine Palpatine's order lists? He's going to be giving $650 million to each state to create internment camps in their state, like they just did down in Florida.
Of course they are.
And they're going to do that so that they can round up everybody that they don't agree with, like myself, who is actually on the spectrum, and they're going to wipe out my entire bloodline. They've been trying to wipe out my entire bloodline for decades. And as far as I'm concerned, they got one hell of a fight coming, because I didn't raise my kids to be a bunch of bitches. And yeah, I know they got something coming for them. They really do.
What's up, Uncle Bert?
What's happening, Pandora? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Sitting here with my oldest kiddo.
Damn it, we lost Crystal again. So
What's that?
we lost
Where did
Crystal
Lux
again.
go?
She was up here for a moment and then it dropped her down.
Yeah, I noticed.
I didn't even see her pop up.
Yeah, she was up.
I
for
invited her up. I invited her up and then she came up for a brief moment and then dropped her again.
Lux, come back.
I had to make this account because I got perma banana.
Oh, wait, who kicked you out?
December 16th.
I was the one that requested didn't drop you though.
Well, if you look up here, that's my 10th account. So
Yeah.
I totally understand.
I wasn't even a twinkle in my mama's eyes in 1969.
I feel that.
Crystal, who knocked you out?
Lux.
I think Lex, did you say you're coming to Hex Fest?
I wish.
I've been once.
I think Lex said she was coming.
I still am so grateful to Zephyr for the time that he actually paid my ticket.
Yeah, that was cool. It was cool.
It was so gracious of him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's here like every year. I totally expect to see him.
I'd love to go down there one year.
Well, if you're coming to New Orleans for Hex Fest or anything else, I gotta see if I can advertise this shirt. See if they're on the TikTok shop, man. This is some crazy technology. The wife's got me a couple of these shirts now. This time of year, if you're in New Orleans, one thing you got a lot of is sweat.
Yep.
Oh, I'm in Kentucky, so I get it.
This shirt takes your sweat, and it's got some weird cooling fibers in it. It transmits your sweat all around, and it's cool. As soon as I start to sweat, it feels fucking cold.
How, my mate?
So
What's
it's
come
like
up?
new fucking witchcraft technology.
Oh,
Isn't
no,
it
no,
called like
men's sweat drives me
the
insane.
cool wick technology or some shit like that?
Something like that. Yeah. And
Hell, up here it was like 114 the other day.
What part of Kentucky are you in?
I'm about 45 minutes south of Louisville.
Oh my God, I used to live in Hardin.
That's where I'm at.
Oh my God!
Been here my whole life, pretty much.
Okay, so then you know the Hustons and the Averys.
Yeah, my family was the Larks, and I married into the Davidson clan.
Yeah, I was a Huston for a while.
I'm just waiting on the ex to
I feel
By
that.
the way, Birch,
My great grandfather.
I had to force my hand and help that along the way because Karma was moving too fucking slow.
Oh yeah. My ex is 54 this year.
Well, mine is currently in Dowagiac, Michigan, where I'm actually about 200 miles away from him currently. So he best stay across the Michigan-Wisconsin border.
Pretty soon I'm gonna be taking a trip to Hell's Gates graveyard.
Preach. Preach. That
I got
sounds
some trees for some
amazing.
stuff I'm gonna gather from there.
Yeah.
I just
Don't forget to get something from the lake.
Oh, for sure.
Yup.
I just cannot conceive of ever going.
You know, because you love me so fucking much.
wait, what are you saying,
My oldest
Birch?
kiddo.
I said I
Okay.
can't conceive of ever going to
What happened?
Kentucky. Like,
You can't conceive going to Kentucky.
I never thought I'd be this far into the South, but at least I'm in a blue piece of this very red state.
Man, I don't know. Honestly, I'll tell you what. The only good thing about about Louisiana is New Orleans these days, especially with some of the legislation I've been hearing coming out of that state.
You know that
Oh,
the thing that people don't know about New Orleans unless you live here, we have more registered Democrats than we have Republicans in the entire.
Then they need to do something because that little 9-year-old doesn't need to be delivering that baby.
Yeah, we don't show up to the polls, unfortunately.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
But Louisiana should be blue. We just need to show up to the polls.
Yeah. That 9-year-old don't need to be delivering that baby. They need to do something about that.
Did you see what Rose sent you? Birch.
I don't know. People tell me
Rose just sent you a gift. Like it was like a
massive
Rose?
window.
that window thing. That was kind
I
of.
think so. Yeah,
That was
it was
cool.
really cool.
Kentucky's just as bad with our legislature.
Yeah. Well, Uncle Birch coming alive. From New
Because
Orleans.
they all stuck on the shine, darling.
Follow if you're not following. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. You get all these extra perks. Didn't ready to make my first video. For
Too much shine on the vine. There it is.
yeah.
There it is.
That's cool. What do they call it?
Between the shine and the whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
Isn't that where from Maker's Mark is?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hill Distilleries here too.
Yeah, that's what I thought so.
Oh, Teresa.
You hear the southern I can hear the southern coming out in my voice.
So, you might want to follow. This is my new account. So,
I can't have the southern in my voice.
all that shit.
Birch, do you have a backup just in case you do, if anything happens to this?
I do. I know he does.
And as Lux Lady Crystal said, be sure and check me out at gumroad.com/witchschool. Unholy Blends is down right now. It's not up right now, but thank you. I just saw some kid today say that nobody on WitchTok teaches transmutation. It's like, what are you talking about, kid? That's my freaking biggest selling class. Magical warfare, putting on your enemies.
I know 4 people that do transmutation on talk.
Yeah. The spell to remove the crown has been working. I
Oh, we're doing the
definitely
spell.
think so.
Yes,
And
I know.
don't forget what we did on the solstice. Remember, zap that bitch.
Yep.
Now I ain't gonna say anything.
Last night. Yeah.
Wow, that's some bird right there. Who the fuck are you?
I've been teaching this one what I know.
Right on.
Blessed be.
Starting her off around the same age as when I started.
I've already made a few jars.
There you go.
She was really grossed out her first jar.
You know what? You should teach her about fuck the I want to call them dolls, but they're not dolls.
Poppets.
Voodoo.
Poppets. Thank you.
Not
Teach her
voodoo
about
dolls.
poppets.
Poppets.
I want to learn voodoo.
It's like a little voodoo doll.
Voodoo you have to be initiated into, kiddo.
Initiate me, bitch.
No, that's why you call them poppets. It's the same principle.
Hold on. Did you say voodoo or hoodoo?
She wants to learn voodoo.
Oh, okay. You want?
Yeah, no, that's an initiated
She has to be
practice.
accepted and initiated and earned.
Well, it is, but there's different versions. The New Orleans voodoo, you have to be initiated into it. most people here are practicing it anyway.
Yeah.
We all got some voodoo in our practice here in New Orleans.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got family from down there. My Uncle Bobby used to live down there. Bobby Bell.
Like Bobby Singer.
She got a little bit of the tism, don't she?
Yeah, she comes by it honest. She comes by it honest.
I'm loving it.
Bobby Singer. She's currently hyperfixated on Supernatural.
Oh, that's fine. Fair enough.
I
She
think
can
it's
learn a
the
lot
fifth
from it.
time watching the series.
Well,
Close.
let me tell a story here, because this is what I do. My daughter, who has the name of the biggest witch there is, she grew up in the back of a witch store. And she didn't care about any of this stuff most of her life. She's 26 now. So she's 26 now, and she asked me about a year ago. She says, "Hey, Pop, I need to cleanse my house. Can you show me some things?" I go, "Well, hell yeah, baby. Nice of you to come around, man." And so I told her, I said, "You need to get some rue." Now, I knew that my daughter, last I heard, she had a thing for Latino boys. And I figured the kid that she's living with now is Latino, and I know she's with the whole family. And so I said, "You need to get some rue." She says, "Okay, where do I get rue?" I said, "Find yourself an old Mexican lady. She has it growing by the front door." She goes, "Wow, there's an old Mexican lady sitting right next to me." I said, "Yeah, I kind of figured that." She says, "How do you say it in Spanish?" I said, "WitchTok." And she goes, "Oh my God, she's got a girl by the front door. How'd you know?" I go, if there's one constant in the universe, every Latin or Latino old woman has rue growing by the front door. Period. Full stop. Doesn't matter if they're Catholic, they have it. So then I direct her to one of my YouTube videos to teach her what to do with the stuff and how to cleanse the house with the stuff. She sends me back a picture of her notes. And I said, "Honey, those are great notes. You got everything important in that. Those notes are so good, they could go in a book of shadows." Next thing you know, the daughter sends me a picture of the cover. "Aradia's Book of Shadows" says on it. And I was so proud. I said, "Oh, honey, if you're finally going to walk down this road, I might not have been the best father when you had math homework, but in this particular field, man, I'm going to give you gold." I gave her $7,000 worth of credit on my witch school. I don't even know if I have $7,000
Wow.
up there, but she'd been eating it up, and so proud. But I never talked her into it. She was always around rituals. There was always something going on around the full moon. She grew up in the back of a witch store, and it just, witches find their way home again.
You need to go to one.
Always.
This one, she grew up watching me do all my stuff, and then once she hit about 12 or 13 is when she really started asking more and more questions, getting more into it, pulling back and deconstructing from the Christianity that her biological father's side of the family has tried to force her into.
Sorry, that pissed me off.
And
Well, my dad tried to raise me Catholic, but by the time I was 10, he taught me the evil eye and the counterspell for the evil eye. So he's very opposed to the witchcraft stuff. He showed up after my parents were divorced to burn my books on 2 separate occasions. Really good at hiding my shit. Uncle Bert, are you coming out with part 2 of Reviving the Old Ways? Yes, I'm actually working on that right now. Roddy Wing. Yes, that's one of my newest courses, Reviving the Old Ways. Back in the day, witches all knew the same basic, regardless what tradition you were in. We all knew the same basic old ways. We had different variations of them.
It should be.
Through Wicca. And then,
excuse me.
Careful, Mama.
and then social media, I have seen those ways lost. But I have a long memory. I have a long memory regarding magic. So I decided, well,
It's
okay,
too high school driven. They all want to act like they're better than the next bitch. Next witch, and create all this high school esque drama on a platform that they were given or created by another. And you know who I'm talking about.
so,
You know,
and I'm an anarchist. And in anarchy, we say if you see the problem, you're responsible to fix the problem or shut the fuck up
exactly,
and bitching about it. So
exactly.
I'm fixing the problem. So with or volume 1 of Reviving the Old Ways is available at
That's
Gumroad.com.
why you're the only, as far as WitchTok creators, you are one of the only ones I'll go into their live. I don't go into any of the other lives unless I'm told that I have information for one of them. Like recently, there's a confessional that was just on 2 days ago. And I was sent information to send to one of the creators that was holding the live. Because I spoke up, her mods decided to block me. And I'm just like, I'm here with information. Like, the people that you're literally talking about right now are holding a live against you, casting against you while you're talking. But whatever.
It's insane. Like, I've had it out with a couple different people on here because this, that, or the other, they're bullying and all of that. I've been dealing with the same group of individuals for the past 3 years that tried to hex my youngest before she was even born. And then shortly thereafter sent death hexes against me, her, and then my oldest.
Well, I had one. We call her the Snowflake Witch. Other people call her the Punk Rock Witch. She made a model. She found my house on Zillow and made a model out of popsicle sticks, painted it and everything, and then did a spell to burn my house down. Now, it turns out she burned down her own life. Now she's a meth head, and
Ding, ding, ding.
proceedings, losing her house, lost her job. Didn't go well, and I didn't raise a goddamn finger on it.
And as
Yep.
somebody that's a recovering addict like I am, going on 3 years sober,
Congrats.
I could see all of the signs and all this other side of WitchTok, and I'm like, y'all talking about sobriety when you can't even make it 5 hours.
Yeah, no, without a doubt.
I kicked all that in the 80s, man. That was my time. And, you know, in the 80s, I did everything.
I am 7 years sober of everything except for cigarettes and coffee and the green stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still do
Mine's
that.
nicotine, caffeine, and yeah.
Yeah.
And I just heard, you know, but I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard that from me. But there's a certain in New Orleans called, I call them Trashy Magic.
Uh-huh.
They came down here from Canada, and all they've done was try to divide the entire community and stir up shit against friends of mine. And it turns out that the owner of the store, I heard from several people, has a problem with the nose candy. That's just terrible. I hate, you know, I'd never like to, you know,
Yeah,
have joy in the suffering of others, but when you're a total fucking asshole, yeah.
That's not suffering. That's self-delusion. That's not suffering. Suffering is losing loved ones because of ailments that are uncontrollable. Okay? That's suffering. When you create the problem within yourself, whether it be via addiction or what have you, that is a self-delusion, period. And as a recovering user, but I don't want to say addict because I wasn't really an addict, but as a recovering user, yeah, no.
I was an addict. I'll admit that.
Oh, I totally.
I was an alcoholic.
Well, I was the nose candy in the 80s.
Yeah.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I played with plenty of snow bunnies, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But as far as that being an addiction for me, that was never really an addiction for me. I was a blatant alcoholic.
I was
100%.
and
That one
everything.
was definitely an addiction for me. And I
Over
tried
the course of
I tried to become a dealer to support the habit, and that's.
I I was doing that just because I liked the extra money, and then
Yeah.
this one I already had the shit around anyway.
Well, my wife at the time was a dental assistant, and she had stolen Novocaine carpules. So we used those in our cut,
Right.
I'm going to say. And so it was it seemed very potent stuff. But I did
My brother, he was a bodybuilder, so our cut was creatine.
yeah. But I kicked that on my own way back, never went back.
This is the longest I've been sober since I was her age.
Wow. Yeah,
So
well, when I
it's
was
quite
her
a
age,
feat for me.
when I was her age, I was doing all this stuff, everything except needles.
Oh, I was on the needle too.
Yeah. Well,
I've
like
been
I
off
said,
that
like I said in the
for
video
15
recently,
years.
our motto back in the 80s in the punk rock scene was live fast, die young. And I did my best.
Preach.
I was trying to be part of the 27 Club for a long time.
It didn't work out, so then you got to kind of pick up the pieces and go on with your life and do something with it. So
Yeah.
I guess I did.
But I found a new bottle for my moon water.
Oh, that's kind of cool. What is it?
Very nice, very nice.
Right.
It's an antique whiskey decanter from Avon.
Interesting.
I guess Avon is old enough to be antique, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah, Avon's been around since the 50s.
Rush of Kundalini going on in my spine. Well, go do something with that.
Mm-hmm.
Make some shit happen.
It tickles. It tickles.
Oh,
It tickles. I don't know what to
Did a
do
witchy
for it.
stuff in yesterday too.
I'm just glad you're in the live. I've been looking for your freaking account.
Could you search my name?
I tried. I couldn't remember the rest of your name. I got every other Sebastian on the planet.
Well, yeah, you could end up with that vampire guy.
Yeah, no, I found that one and I blocked it immediately.
And I know him personally.
Don't know what you're on about
sorry.
there.
I know him personally, but then some of the stuff that came out on TikTok, I do not follow him. I did not follow him on this account, but I literally, he's a friend of Patty Negri, who's my good friend from when we lived in Hollywood. She lived in the neighborhood.
Gotcha.
She's like the Hollywood
Wait,
witch.
Hollywood, Florida or California?
California.
Gotcha.
Hollywood, Florida doesn't exist.
By the way, we had a window browser for a moment of a Christian. I was just read her bio.
I do have to disagree. Hollywood, Florida does exist. It's just trash.
It's nothing, though. It's not. Hollywood is Hollywood.
Then there's always West Hollywood.
And so we lived at the edge of the Hollywood Hills where we met Patty Negri. She's the most famous witch I know. She spends her entire life on red carpets all over Hollywood, all day, every day. But she is a very good friend with Sebastian, the vampire guy. And he does his endless night balls here. He's invited me several times to give me a free pass.
A very Lestat-esque conversation happening right now.
Yeah. But he always, there's something a little off with him. I don't know. I think he's on the spectrum or something.
All right, y'all. I gotta pop out of here. My little one is ready for nap time.
The one he keeps showing? She doesn't look like she
No,
keeps
the little one.
Okay.
She's only 17 months.
The
I'm a 14-year-old and a 17-month-old.
The baby.
It's the baby.
She's an itty bitty baby.
Hello, Asia.
Hold on, one sec. I'll show you all.
Samantha.
It's the baby.
Well, thank you all for liking. We're at 14,000 likes. Keep liking because I always get haters. If we get more love and we get hate, then we get to stay on the air. Woohoo! Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans where it's 90 something, but I'll tell you, I've let nature take over my backyard and there's so much fucking shit.
The fuck is that?
Somebody's doing a bomb.
It might be me. Oh, it's the baby.
Oh, look at all that hair.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, baby.
Say hi.
Lexi, say hi, baby.
She's got a hold of my necklace at the moment.
Look at Birch being in dad mode.
Oh Lord, Vladimir is online.
She's sleepy.
The uwu Vladimir.
Yeah, he's ready for a nap. No reaction whatsoever to all of my.
Yeah, she's my child. She's just like, eh.
Meh.
But that was so cute. You know what? That made you even more so attractive, Birch. Seeing you in dad mode.
Not possibly be more.
Okay,
That's
bye-bye.
granddad mode.
Jeannie.
Literally, you're more attractive every fucking day.
Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Say bye-bye.
But you don't even need glamour magic. You're glowing every day.
That's why he's my admin. I mean, I have gay guys say sweet things to me.
Well, we gotta get like seats.
He says the sweetest thing.
He's the sweetest, though. That's why we all love Sebastian.
It's
When
a
you-
Scorpio in me. It's a Scorpio in me. We're just bluntly honest with that.
You know what's funny? My husband's a Scorpio, so I get it.
So do I look 60 though?
No.
I'm 60.
No.
I just turned 60, man. Can you believe that shit?
You look
I
like
don't
your
look like I'm-
20s. No, I don't. You look like a sexy fox.
I think you said fox, but it sounded like fucks. But both
Same
work.
thing.
Yes, same thing, basically. But you look like a silver fox.
I got some.
Don't bite your lip, Sebastian. You're gonna lose it.
Fuck. Damn it, now I'm blushing.
My
Giant
favorite
swallowtail
video,
laying eggs on my roof.
Well,
my
Crystal.
favorite video that Elch made, it's him and Marta, and they're out in the field and they're collecting the herbs, and Marta has on like this really short skirt, and
I'm walking behind her.
yeah, yeah, you you did more than that.
And
I love it.
what Crystal's referring to is Adventures in Plant Matter. You can find that on my YouTube channel. That's the first time Marta appeared on camera. Uncle Birch, 2 words, on my YouTube.
Yes, it's called Silver Fox. And
It's
yes.
my only account. I've never had an account taken down on YouTube. Go figure. Hey, Goddess Emma, how are you?
That is a rare occurrence, people getting me to blush.
I just have a way about me. I can't help it.
I think you made yourself blush.
I did. When do I not, though?
We love you, Sebastian. So much.
That was a wall.
Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans. We're at 12. We're almost at 13 people. 13 people in here.
Everybody keeps bouncing in and out.
But did you see my post yesterday? I went to Stockton Pride.
I think I did see something like that. I was trying to figure out what it was. I thought it was a Trump protest.
I wish I was able to go up to that.
Scotland Pride is in July?
I think so.
I mean, it's happening right now.
Trump went there during Pride. Wow.
Well, I don't know if Trump went there during Pride, but I know they're all out in the
Shall we
streets
sound the
very
alarm?
prideful right
Do
now.
we need to get him out of the closet?
Well, he went there
No, we guys won't claim him anyways.
He went there a few days ago, so is that during Pride?
I don't
No.
know, but I know they're all out in the streets, very, very prideful today.
Very anti-Trump. Hey, Ursa, how are you?
We are heavily anti-Trump.
Ursa!
My God, how far we have come. It seems like only 2 Hex Fests ago, me and Ursa, did not get along. Our worst not getting along ever. And she almost was going to fight Bree at Hex Fest. And that's when Sebastian was here. So was that 2 Hex Fests ago?
I think so.
And here we are again. Hex Fest right around the corner.
Yay! Hi, Ursa.
I mean,
you
that may
checked
still
out-
Hello,
happen.
love.
Have you checked out her new book?
Yeah,
I saw you live earlier.
people
I thought I popped in for a moment. How you gorgeous?
How
I'm
are
good.
you, Lisa?
I'm good. I just woke up. Well, I didn't just wake up. I woke up a few hours, but I've been running my mouth on my live of everything that was divulged last night. What a fucking.
What
Oh,
happened?
I do need to tell you, there is somebody that has created a mock account of an old account of a certain individual you and I know, Miss Ursa. And I can more than verify in one ways that she has not been online. She actually has been too busy running events um, over across the pond in the outback, if you know who I'm speaking of.
Oh, not over here. You mean in Australia?
Yeah, she's been too busy. She has absolutely nothing to do with what's been going on. I speak to her almost daily.
Well, so I want to hear what happened last night, Ursa.
Well, apparently, Rob decided to basically out the whole group of punk rock witch. You know how he was in that group chat with them, and I guess some shit went down and they all disbanded, and he just went ahead and fucking let all the cats out of the bag.
I was there. I saw the live.
Oh, somebody, please tell me you screen recorded it and sent
I,
it.
No.
I didn't, but it's come on. I'm guaranteed someone did. I didn't because I was like,
Well, who's Rob?
Rob
Gay Rob.
Scrying Seer.
What?
Scrying Seer.
I think I know them. But
He
I,
goes by,
but I did
What
get
el-
the scoop on
hold on. He goes by another name now. Hold
I
on.
did get the scoop on Snowflake Witch's life after she tried to burn my house down, and it doesn't seem like it worked out very well for her.
He goes by
Rob Conjure or something now.
yes.
So he went on a live. Snowflake Witch came on, telling her that girl. I think she thinks the louder she talks, the more true her words are, and like she can't tell the truth if
Yeah.
fucking it was gonna save her life. But like she was just on there lying. Like he basically sent me screenshots of proof of people up until even when I was going through my domestic abuse that they were digging up information on my children. They have a whole ass fucking dossier. Apparently, they did another group working on myself for to attack my liver. It's just crazy shit. And then like they're going after my business, slandering my business, claiming that I'm addicted to drugs. And Gina's like, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it was fucking crazy. It was wild.
Yeah.
It was intense. And I was just like, oh look, you're all disgusting. And he was like, yep.
Well,
Every single one of them.
let me say that those people are the people that sent CPS to my house last year.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out. I literally had CPS eating out of my hand, laughing their fucking asses off. I open the door and they say, hi, we're with the Child Protective Services. I swing the door wide open. I go, welcome. Come on in.
Well, guess what? He was part of that group chat. So if you would like screenshots, he is willing to give the screenshots out for exchange that prosecution doesn't come to him. He doesn't want to go to jail.
Can you hit him up and get those to me?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
So, yeah, he sent me everything. And the fact that they are so bad at doing their background, he gave me a list of people. I don't even know who these people are
Yeah.
at all. The people that were my kids and my family, I don't know not a single one of them.
Well, and if I played those games rather than, doing things like a witch, I could definitely send CPS and get her kids taken away. I mean, meth? Come on. Meth?
Yeah.
Come on. Meth is going to get your kids taken away there, Snowflake Witch. Absolutely.
No, she was saying I was doing meth.
No, she is doing that. She's absolutely. I've got those receipts. She has gotten back on the meth. Her life is fucking collapsing. She's going to go through a divorce soon. She's losing her house. All that stuff that she did to me. I never lifted a finger. I never did any counter magic.
I didn't either.
The attempt to try and burn down my house by making a popsicle stick model of my house because we had an argument over whose leather jacket was cooler, well, that didn't work out for her. I said,
Quite
This
childish.
just gets juicier and juicier. But the end of the bottom line is all these people, even the ones who are the whole list was revealed of who's all involved. All the illegal activities was revealed. Mystic Miami is off the app because she can't be on the app because she's under another lawsuit again for her shenanigans. And then last night, Gina's, putting on the rumor that I was addicted to drugs. Guess what, Gina? Slander and defamation against my business. You're done. You're done.
well, I always keep a lawyer on retainer, man. That's one thing that Dad taught me that was good advice.
And the thing is, it's not pettiness, and it's not drama. And anyone who wants to act like it's petty and drama is missing what is really going on. These people are targeting people's real life.
Yep.
Well, let me tell y'all, for maybe 4 accounts ago, I sued TikTok. It cost me about $250 to file the lawsuit. I haven't pushed it, and they're delaying it, and they're delaying it, and they're delaying it. But the reason that I filed the lawsuit was because it gave me discovery. And since the lawsuit is still active, I get discovery on every account I get. So basically what discovery gives me is the IP address and identification information of everybody that ever reports my fucking account. And I will
do it.
whatever I will, whether it's be swatting people, which I probably won't do. But it's an excellent magical link if you want to look up somebody's online life. But I know who's reported my account. I know what people have done. And I just let that lawsuit sit there. I don't trust it. I don't try and go any further because I continually get the discovery from that fucking lawsuit. I got reams of data, reams of enemies that I can go to war with.
Yeah, and that's why, it's been going on for what, 3 years, 4 years?
6 years.
Some places 6 years. Yeah, I've been sitting back and letting it happen. The thing is, because they're not affecting me. They're trying to affect me, but they're not.
Asia, I thought we were fucking around. I thought we were just kind of razzing each other about whose leather jacket was cooler, giving each other a little bit of shit. She apparently was taking that shit really seriously. Like, really mad at me. And she said she sent bikers to my house. And you know what? There was this one time, there was a guy on a Harley with a biker vest sitting on his Harley across from my house, looking at my house, and I just sat on my stoop with a fucking beer and a shotgun. and I'll tell you what, if that was the biker she sent, I could have kicked his ass. I'm not a big guy, but I can street fight like a motherfucker. I could have kicked that guy's fucking ass. So if that was, it was very coincidental when she said she was going to send the bikers to my house. Within 24 hours, I got this guy standing across my house, sitting on his fucking bike looking at my house. And
I will tell you this.
Sat there and I had me a beer with a shotgun on my fucking lap and just stared at him and fucking dogged this bitch, and eventually got on his fucking bike and rode off.
So I do want to clear something up. My intention of going down to Hexfest was not to fight Bree. That me wanting to beat her ass was after I planned to meet you guys. What did happen though is, remember I messaged you and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna move into the house across the street from you."
Oh yeah, I got to know the landlord really well.
And the only reason why I didn't move in is because he wanted to keep a short-term lease because he wanted to turn it into an Airbnb. The only reason why I even knew you lived across the street was because of Gina.
Yeah.
So it's just like that was the pettiness, right? That was the fucking around pettiness. I was like, I'll just move in across the street. She's like, yeah, please move in across the street. That way I can go visit you and we can just cackle at our doorsteps. Because I was like, those houses, I don't know if people understand New Orleans and how the houses are set up. If I was smoking a cigarette on my porch and the wind was blowing right, it would go right to your house, right? Like they're very close proximity. You people are fucking wild. This shit is petty. But I was moving down to Louisiana anyway. That's why I was down there. I was moving down there anyway.
Yeah.
But
The thing that people outside of New Orleans don't understand is our neighborhoods are really tight.
yeah.
I know everybody in my fucking neighborhood and the block. I am the neighborhood block.
Yeah. And the thing
Not just a New Orleans thing. That's a Southern thing.
well, New Orleans is a lot more compact.
Haven't seen.
That's how it is on this neighborhood. Like,
Well, hey, Jade. Oh my God, Jade. Wait a minute, Jade. I lost you a long time. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm gonna follow you back. I'm glad you popped up. I missed you. Every time I lose an account, I lose people and I forget who to look up. And eventually, when you show up on RP, I follow you again. But so here we are. Be sure and follow Uncle Birch 10 because that's my account right now. But you know what? Uncle Birch 13. It's gonna be epic. Epic when I get there. I'm gonna do my fucking part. Get this one canceled, and then Uncle Birch 11 and 12 canceled, and then Uncle Birch 13. You all.
Well, here's the thing: it's coming down the pipeline because one, I did not know I was part of the drama of what was going on last night. I was like, I don't have any drama at all. Nothing's going on. And then my name is drop. And I'm like, why the fuck? What the fuck? Why do you guys keep saying my name? I have nothing to do with this. And then everything just came out. Everything. At Grammy, everything. And I was just like, you're all very sick. You all need help. Like, it's one thing to be on here talking shit, and it's another to be targeting my family. You're targeting my kids. My kids. The same people who get on this app and be like, kids are off limits. You are targeting my kids. You're sending people to find out who my kids are. You're going on my Facebook. Mind you, I've always been very protective of my kids. It's rare that you will see me post a picture of my kids on Facebook.
Kids off limits. WitchTok should know this.
They will
It
do
should be off limits, but you want to know, like,
kids are not off limits. Let's be real about it, because they have this thing of my kids are off limits, but not yours. So it's not true that kids are off limits. What you need to do is learn to protect your kids.
Kids should be, but I'll tell you what. But if you ever want me to go total war on your ass, go ahead and try that shit. But matter of fact, I have had clients that paid me to do that, and when they have mentioned that their kids are in danger, the price always goes down. Now, don't try me on that. Don't try and get a fucking discount by bringing the kids up. But I'm protective of all kids, other people's kids. If I see like a kid run off at the park and there's no parent by them, I'm all fucking keyed up and watching that kid and fucking alerting the parent and shit. My father gene is overactive. But if you fuck with my kids, I will destroy, crush the enemy. Always remember, when Uncle Birch first came to New Orleans, it was to teach at Hexfest. And the 3 classes that I taught were magical warfare. And the Catholics were here protesting us. And they did a little video about their protest at Hexfest. And in their video, they named four of the evil classes at Hexfest. 3 of them were mine. And the last one that the guy fucking said, he goes, and magical warfare, crush the enemy. And I said to myself, I said, honey, when we fucking move to New Orleans, I'm going to find that fucking guy. I'm going to hire that guy to be a motivational speaker. Follow me down the street all day long and just keep saying, crush the enemy, crush the enemy. Unfortunately, Catholics never came back after that year because COVID happened after that. And I never found that guy, but I'm still looking for him.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's like they get on the app and they scream kids are off limits, but they're actively targeted. I wasn't the only one that was divulged. I think there was 3 other people whose kids were targeted by them.
Yep.
And that's why I was saying, I was like, kids aren't off limits. Let's be real, because there's many practices that do involve harming children. It's the reality of it. What the message needs to be is, kids are not actually off limits, but you need to do the steps. Like when my kids were young, they learned to do self-protections. They learned to do cleansing. My kids are adults now. My kids are practitioners. Of course they're prepared. So I don't need to do any retribution or revenge on the fact that you came after my kids. You get to deal with my kids. Good luck.
Well, and let's be real. There's bloodline curses that automatically harm the children. You know?
Yeah, like, going after people's family is not off limits as much people want to preach. It's off limits. It's not. Let's be realistic. Learn to protect
Okay.
your families. Learn to protect your children. Teach your children how to protect themselves.
Exactly.
Well,
Let's say
back
that you're
in,
a single.
when I was in Santa Cruz and a rival shop moved into town and started shit, she started attacking my business and attacking my money. Wow. So he's trying to take food out of the kid's mouth. So any threat to my situation could be conceived of as a threat upon my child, and as such, you will be crushed. You will be crushed. I was taught that you don't hex somebody unless you were willing to, if you couldn't get caught, if you'd be willing to do a drive-by shooting at their house, not caring who you hit.
Pagan, we're talking about anybody because there's multiple practices, even European practices that will go after bloodlines. This is not just about Santa Muerte. There are multiple practices that aren't even really talked about that will go after children, will go after your entire family. They will go after your bloodline for generations upon generations upon generations. And that's just facts.
I'm a native born Sicilian, and as a strega, that is not out of our grasp.
Thank you.
That is not beyond our limits, and it's spiritual protection at that job. I love it. I love it.
By the way, mummy, he's also
Yes,
a cancer.
dear.
He's also a cancer.
Emily, hello. People always get us misconstrued.
Persephone, I sent you a follow.
Oh, thank you. Sorry about that.
You're good, love.
Whenever I meet somebody named Persephone, I always got to ask them, is anything weird happening around October 31st?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you have no idea.
No, I do. I do. My first wife was named Persephone.
No, I was just having to go.
They always have like something really bad would happen around October 31st.
Yes, it did, but there were signs all around, but you can only give so many warnings to some people.
Absolutely.
In the woods hiding, and I got hit by 2 hurricanes, 2 floods, 4 tornadoes.
Girl.
Yeah.
You in danger.
I was. That's why I'm in Wisconsin now, because fuck Florida.
Well, so there's a lot of people commenting on the kids thing. I believe when I go there, and I will go there, it's about warfare. It's about magical warfare. And the first thing that I need to do in warfare is have actionable intelligence on the target. In that process, I will know where they live. I will know where they work. I will know who their family members are. I will know who their partner is. If they have kids, I will attack them at work. I do go out of my way to not have that happen. I will attack them when they're at work, not attack them when they're at their house. But some people don't get that luxury.
Yeah, well, that's the sensible thing first, because you gathered all the information and you're just not going at it half-handed like some do. Because then that's when it's
And as Strega, we believe that we are karma. Karma is an
walking hand.
active principle. It's an action. The evil eye, which came to us through the Italians and then spread across the entire globe, was a curse put upon an evil person. Originally, that's where it comes from. You found somebody that was doing evil, and you did evil upon them. Oh, we lost Ursa?
Yeah.
You have your healing voice on again, mummy.
Hopefully she's
I'm so sorry. What was that?
No, you have your soothing voice on again.
Oh, well. No, but I was agreeing 100% with what you said, because it's strategic and it is a form. It's your last line of defense sometimes, because some people, and I've felt it too, even when they attack you, even if it's on a verbal level consistently, if it becomes battery, that's enough. You struck at my character. So now you don't have to come at them with the entire 4 horsemen, you know what I mean? But it's enough to get and then you kind of, to me, the higher the offense, the higher it goes. Because some people, for instance, I don't want to say it, I don't want to get a can, but people who harm, people who can't protect themselves. To me, you started it, now this is your karma coming back as retribution. So
Preach.
Well, way back,
Preach.
way back of my way back, Wicca was the dominant force in witchcraft.
yeah.
I took oaths not to cause harm, but I took oaths not to cause harm to those that didn't deserve it. And I also took an oath not to allow a harm to occur if within my power to stop it, especially people using magic on people that don't have magic and cursing it. But I was oath bound to step into that fight and do magic with those people. So
100%, because, and especially
in the wicked read,
Yeah, they don't realize that too, because sometimes that is the best thing, and I think sometimes they're scared to call on assistance and ask for help because they assume, oh, we're gonna make the curse worse. No, we heal too. Like they forget that's a big part of us.
Nothing makes the curse worse than not doing anything to Like, if you ever saw me in cursed films, I think it's episode 2 or 3, the one about the omen. I said that. I said a curse is like a festering virus. Unless you do something to fix it, it gets worse and worse over time.
It does. It's a big spiritual wound, and
I
try to
have
fill
a
it.
nickname for your. I have a word to say how your voice sounds right now.
What's this?
You sound like siren. Sounds beautiful.
That's really creepy. Everybody says that. And then if I sing, I constantly get that. And I do. I have an obsession with them. And I don't know. That's kind of gave me the trouble.
Your fan club has completed the first stage of the club quest. Oh, hey, fan club. You completed the first phase of the quest. Yes. I don't know what that is. But hey, right on, fan club. And I'm Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Be sure and follow if you're not following. Subscribe if you want extra content and extra privileges in my life. And, of course, follow me at gumroad.com/witchschool.
I've also found that, especially if you come from a mixed background like myself, you don't discuss too much unless you're with like-minded people.
Amen. Well, because the other half of me is hoodoo practicing. So
Exactly.
I don't like to talk about that at all because I feel too much is said.
Exactly.
It's guarded. It's sacred.
Exactly.
It's a journey.
Well, that's one of the things that, since I started teaching witchcraft on YouTube, that changed everything. My Facebook is all witches, except for maybe 5 family members.
That's awesome.
All of my pages are all witches. TikTok's all witches. Matter of fact, I came to TikTok when I was on Facebook, and I heard that somebody was over here hexing the Fae and the Moon. So that dates.
God, I remember that.
Oh my God.
That dates my entrance to TikTok. I said, what?
Also doesn't age well.
Me too.
Cute people think they can put the hex of Fae.
Yeah, and the moon. And then we came across the woman that said that the moon doesn't exist. She was the same one that said you should drink your own piss. I don't know whatever happened to her. I haven't seen her in a while, but that's what happened to that loser.
Do you remember the
I've
people
heard
that said they
some-
were going to hex Loki? I'm like, how the fuck?
Why would you? It's like the ones when they say they have a spousal this or that and the spirit. And I actually heard a girl say, "Oh, Baba Leba is my spouse." What?
That one.
It's one of those things.
That one I always took a different angle with. In traditional witchcraft, upon usually high priesthood or high priestesshood, the initiation ritual is a hand fasting to the god or the goddess. Your choice.
Ursa wrote a book about hexing the moon.
So God spousing, I think they call it. I mean, it does.
Now they do. It's become a pop
really
term.
happen. It is an
It
old
does.
idea, but it isn't what's happening on TikTok at all.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. This world, and I hate to say it because we're here, but it is. It's artificial, and those are sacred old. ways of doing things. 'Cause that's what I had at my wedding. I had a hand pasty. And they think that, oh, I seen something on Marvel Comics, and this is my deity, and this is my and I'm like, oh my goodness, I've had so many clients come up to me with that, or you give them a reading and then they want to debate the cards, and it's like, okay.
Earlier than
Welcome
that,
back, sir.
Oh, Asia's subscribing to all this stuff. Right on.
By the way, Battle Metron's in here. How's she doing?
Who that?
Battle Metron. I was just saying
Where
hi.
are you, matron? Come to the talks.
no, I was saying, Teresa, you know how I was writing the books Chronicle of WitchTok. One of the books, the origin story, I was making fun of the whole Hex the Moon
Oh, okay, that makes
situation.
sense.
Like, so I practice an art of cunning, and writing the books is a form of cunning spellcrafting where you control the fates. Like,
Gotcha.
you take a situation and rewrite the ending of however you want it and manipulate the fate.
Who's got geese?
That was me, sorry.
No, that's cute. I love that.
That was
It was.
I know
I
nothing
love
of
it.
Dutch folk magic.
Oh, the what?
Yeah, and now I'm gonna have to learn some Dutch folk magic, because anytime I find
There's got to be.
know anything about, I fucking go learn about that shit. That's why I don't buy any of the closed practice shit. If the fucking door is closed, I'll kick the shit down them. I'll get a fucking battering ram and I'll batter that shit down. I want to know what's behind that fucking door, man. 45 fucking
But
years
see,
I've been on this
that
quest.
right there,
Breach.
what you said, that's why we're here. Because we want to know more than just, oh, my pastor told me that.
Yes.
Well, the thing is,
We're not here for
knowledge
the
is
day.
power. Knowledge is power, and there's nothing wrong with learning about all. I was just talking about this in my live a while ago, that the more you know, the more you know, right? So if I'm protecting myself within my own practices line, if I know, even though I don't practice a certain a type or form of craft, knowing what someone else does allows me to prepare to protect myself from it.
That part.
That doesn't mean that I'm going into closed practices and adapting them and making this eclectic mix of, this my own made up path and tradition. No, what I'm doing is obtaining the knowledge to be aware, because that boosts and bolsters my power.
Yes. Well, and the thing that never works out for these gatekeepers is, I'm in New Orleans.
You're in the heart of it.
All the traditions were thrown into a fucking blender long ago, and somebody hit puree, and it fucking works for us. You find voodoo in your witchcraft, you find hoodoo in your folk magic, man.
God, I love it. I love it.
And nobody
I
gives a
miss
shit about
knowing.
it. Nobody says cultural appropriation. Nobody uses
Thank you.
fucking words. Nobody talks about
Thank you.
closed fucking practices. Come to New Orleans.
No,
It's just
because our bloodlines,
all y'all just move to fucking New Orleans. It'll all be okay, and then we won't
Done.
have to do any more of this shit. Okay?
Because then they'll wipe us all out with a friggin' hurricane.
Oh, holy crap, they would.
Bad, man.
If there's enough of us in one space.
I haven't evacuated yet.
Yep.
I've been here.
That's why the.
I've been here through like a 4.5. It was almost a 5, I think. Ida was gnarly.
Oh, honey, I've lived through all the numbers. All the numbers.
And
Mostly
now,
tornadoes
I
out
moved-
here.
I moved from California, and now California has fucking hurricanes. So, no place.
Yeah, well, we have earthquakes in Illinois now, so.
Yeah, what the fuck is that shit?
I wish I knew. Me and my man were sitting on the couch one night, and all of a sudden, the whole house, the goddess, everything, just a jiggling in here. And I said, "Wait a minute."
What is the goddess twerking now?
She was, unfortunately.
Responding to pagan spawn here, I've always said that if you really want to learn the real fucking witchcraft, you got to get yourself into the Vatican vaults, because they have all our blood books. So,
Oh, what I wouldn't give. to have like, give me a day down there, just lock me in.
The fact that people don't seem to realize that Catholicism is also a form of craft is why
Yep.
it's
Thank you.
Absolutely.
It's completely
it's
derived.
ritualistic.
Well-
It's, there's so much, and people think that there's some sort of separation, and there isn't. It's all the same thing. It's all called different words. That's all that
Thank you.
it is.
That's
Because
why
that was a political ploy.
thieves.
Constantine, yeah.
Well, unicorn divinations, I'm 60, and I can throw back better than I ever could. Because I keep it all the time. I have 45 years of teaching witchcraft. I am still obsessed, man. I want to know every fucking magic that there is.
Same here.
Tell me that I can't, I will anyway.
I am not in the
And we'll
shape
master
that
it.
I
And we'll
was.
master it just to prove them wrong.
Absolutely. I guess we got to open up some more boxes. We're filling up here. Sebastian, can you do that?
I can do that. I can switch out the layout. So, 1 second.
But no,
Yes,
getting back to
that
what you
means-
mentioned about Catholicism taking from the craft and being the craft, like when you go back to its origins with Constantine, this is a political ploy. He
Jesus
thought,
Christ, now I can't see myself.
where'd we go? Okay.
I have no clue.
Jeez. No, but I mean,
It blurred me for a moment. I'm like, what the fuck?
you're there, dear. You're grounded. Hey, there's my baby.
Hey, I'm covered in stuff right at the moment.
That's okay.
Hi.
We're not just.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it because I'm slimy and I smell like a salad.
Oh,
Well, the best way to be.
How do you smell like a salad?
So
It's
I
egg
mixed,
all over him.
I mixed up some
Water.
egg for a deep conditioner, and then I mashed up an avocado, and then I put some aloe vera extract in.
Oh,
that's
okay.
perfect. Yeah, just wrap it up, keep it warm, let that shit just.
I sent you a
smell.
follow.
Well, I hope you don't have.
Oh, thank you.
You guys are
Some
wild.
smaller accounts.
Great wild. How did this conversation derail into salad?
It always does.
I see what
Always is
happened
what you
was-
expect. We're never going to be the predictable.
Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans.
This is
We don't want to talk about the high school drama. We want to talk about fun shit.
Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and follow me at gumroad.com/witchschool. And we're talking about whatever the fuck they're talking about. I don't know what the people keep asking me. What's the subject today? I said I don't fucking know.
Exactly.
Everybody's talking about the WitchTok dramas. I'm just kind of over here in my little lane, like, what's going on? Like,
Talk drama.
Where's
Fuck
Dorian?
the witch talk drama.
Thank
Fuck
you.
witch talk drama.
thank you.
So many-
With her on that
Told
one.
you, what we
Well,
were
I-
talking about was not drama, and you minimizing it to drama is what the issue is, because these are real life situations that real life things are happening. It's not drama, and I'm not going to sit and argue about minimizing it into drama. Sending
I wasn't here for
CPS
the issue.
sending
I mean
here
their
for the issue.
behavior. Like they act like
Yeah,
they're
that's
still
what I meant.
little children.
Okay.
Like we understand that what they're doing is not drama. What they're doing is illegal, and then they should be prosecuted to the fullest extent.
Wait, what?
However-
Whoa, wait, what?
So,
What did I miss?
Persephone wasn't here for it, so she doesn't.
So-
I
know.
had the nerve to fall asleep and take a nap.
You know a lot of the larger creators that are
Yes,
on
honey.
here that are always running their mouth, right?
100%,
Okay.
unfortunately.
They are doing things that are technically at a legal level illegal. They are
no.
absolutely illegal. Messing
Not
with people's
again.
businesses, messes with people's lives, defamation of character, ... However, the way that they're going about it is completely childish. They're never going to grow up. They act like they're still in high school. And these are women
Yeah.
that are all easily in their late 40s to 50s and some in their 60s. Come on. Grow the fuck up already.
I agree with you 100%. And now that I got the full scope, no, I agree. It's not minimizing it. It's dangerous. And that's what I mean. It's that mean girl mentality, the you
Yes.
can't sit with me crowd, and that's got to stop. We're witches. We're supposed to be healers, understanders, empaths,
Not only that,
love,
we're
truth.
fucking grown-ups.
Jeez, thank you.
Well, here's the thing. Last night, I don't know what happened and what prompted it because, like I said, I've been out of everything. But last night, what
Me
was
too. I
divulged and
apologize.
disclosed last night was the proof that everyone who's been sitting back waiting to be able to prosecute these people was released. So if they have been harassing and sending authorities to your house, having you doxxed, swatted, sending CPS, doing the illegal things, reach out to get the screenshots so you can convict these people. Because now
Yes.
a person that was in the
Yes.
group who has the proof of them doing it, who all is included, even the people who are not making videos on their
Their little
platform.
armies they
I got
amass.
screenshots. I'm
sick of that.
When the list was released to me privately, I was mind blown. Okay,
Wow.
and all these people have a part.
That
in
makes
it.
me sad.
And the thing is,
as
we
one of
do
us.
absolutely need to get it out of the community.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, that
if
needs
you,
to go.
if you have been a victim of these people, reach out so we could get you the screenshots that you need that you could press charges.
Yes.
If you're actually going to do it. If you're not going to do it, don't waste anyone's time, okay? But if you're going to proceed with moving forward on legal action, reach out so you can get the proof that you need.
That's going too far.
not-
That's going too far.
Not trying to beat a hook or anything, but I do have some video recordings from one of the lives just a couple of days ago. Same instance. Rob coming out talking about it. They held a second live last night, but I have part of the original live. I actually have a good 20 minutes of it.
Lives yesterday alone.
Wow.
Is this what we do? Do we just sit back and wait for somebody to drop the shoe? Are you not prepared? What?
I honestly
Crazy.
was
This is
told to
crazy.
go into the live because I had information.
You cannot prosecute someone on a hearsay, Crystal.
Right. I had information that I was supposed to be giving one of the creators regarding that specific live, that the opposite side of the spectrum was actually holding a live at the exact same moment, doing a live hex on all of the creators that were in that live. And the minute I spoke up, they silenced me. So, fuck them.
What are we, 5?
Why was that?
I don't really want to drop names because I don't want to get that deeply involved. I've always been in the shadows on the whole thing. But you know what I'm talking about.
You went there. Don't stop now.
So let's just say one
Julia
sex
Birch,
across the
if you
pond.
open the door, just go ahead and fucking
I
just
already
say
know.
it. Just,
I already
just
think
say
I
it.
know who you talking
Okay,
to.
so fuck it. Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna pull the trigger.
That's my
I'm
girl.
gonna pull the trigger. So,
Neck
Hex,
deep, put your head
her
under.
band of daily bitches were on one side doing the live hex, while Bree was talking to Rob on the opposite side. While Rob was dropping the first set of bombs, Karen and all of her cronies, literally, were hexing
I
live.
fucking knew it. Before, when
Yeah.
I asked you, I knew the answer.
4 witches of the apocalypse.
You're talking Celtic Hex.
Yep.
I fucking knew it. I got kicked out of that live too the other day.
So let's be fair. Who haven't they
I
had
saw
beef with?
Punk Rock Witch in there, and all I did was say, "Hey, Snowflake Witch, how's your life?"
I've had problems with Karen for the past 6 years, and as far as I'm concerned, her and her shillelagh can go suck on my cock.
I didn't.
That's
I
why I'm
think that
private.
I think that she didn't have my newest account blocked yet, because I got kicked out of there and now I'm blocked from her. But she,
I block her every time I have to create an account. I don't even give her the opportunity to block me. Fuck her.
I didn't even
Right?
think of her.
I think this is the problem that we've been encountering for the past 6 years as it's been going on. Every time we highlight them and say the sick shit that they're doing, it makes people more and more curious to go watch and see it for themselves because they want to see it for themselves. And instead of fucking getting them ostracized from the community that we've been calling for fucking years, it just makes
funding 'em.
more people go want to. It's their team.
I agree.
It's their novella.
And to be honest, Ursa, I have years worth of screen recordings coming out of that dumb bitch's fucking lives. Years.
Well, the witches there like you that are going to help bring this forward are always going to be in place like damn sentinels. It's just a thing. There's always going to be some of us who just have a strong moral compass, a big heart, and we're not putting up with it. So there's more witches that probably know what's away. She can't outrun her karma either. You know?
Oh, her karma's smacking her in the face left and right. That's why she
Exactly.
lost her major
Exactly.
account. And that's why she's
Well,
going to
look
lose
at-
the second account. That's why she's already
I don't-
actually lost the second account.
Thank you. And I don't want to drop names, but we had another yo-yo like that in the community that just went down. Rurine.
Yeah. Let me tell
Yeah.
you something. I have plenty posted about that one, and his
Me too.
church.
He
And
mocked
his,
me when I had cancer.
Yeah,
yeah,
Mocked me
well,
when I had cancer.
when you want to claim that you caused someone's unaliving, even though
You're
that
just
they knew that they had an illness that predated that person's relationship, don't even play. Don't even
That's
play.
going too far.
I also don't want this to snowball into a shit talking fest about these cretins, but I would like to see if we can try to just focus on the issue at hand. What they're doing is not witchcraft.
No, it's not.
No.
Unchecked mental health, and it's dangerous. And
Yes.
it's
That's
a
the part
blight
that
on
I
our
wanted to
community
say.
As a whole,
Yeah, that's what
it's a blight on our community. And if we could somehow focus on just focusing on the fact, like all the minute details don't need to keep getting repeated, because this has been going on for years.
Right.
Everyone has
Well,
a story
I didn't know.
of how they encountered these people.
Right.
Why not
That's-
focus instead on, as a community, build stronger community and just completely ostracize these people out of our community?
Agreed.
Rob released
But-
the list. That list is complete. Everyone on that list is complicit. Period.
Agreed.
No, I agree with you, but at the same time, the ones that are running to them, getting the numbers up, are probably people that are just caught in a crossfire, don't know what's going on.
Yep.
You have some people that make pure rage bait. But what I agree with that you said 100%, and what I wanted to drive the nail on is
Problem that
a big
also
part of
fuels
it
them.
is unchecked mental health.
Well, the other thing that fuels them, Persephone, is the fact that they get these newer creators that are coming on that don't know much. They're just seeking
They're getting a psychic
information.
high.
Yeah, well, not just that. They're seeking information, and because they're reaching out for help to learn, they're being manipulated by these
Yes.
people, and that energy is being sucked from them so that they can continue to power that fucking machine that they call whatever the fuck they call it.
No, you're right, because they get a high off of this sudden, and a lot of them probably, I notice they don't have much going on, not to be any kind of way in their lives. They feed off of this. It gives them a god complex. They
Yes.
think, oh, I have 10,000 followers. No, you're not. No, you're not. And then the nonsense that they brag on, you can hear it's ill-begotten wisdom. It's just snippets and snippets of this, that, and the third.
Yes, correct.
So-
Absolutely.
But at
100%.
least we try to teach the right thing.
It's Obagogwa.
Oh man, I tell you what.
Please tell me you know that reference.
I do.
Are you kidding me? That was the word around here, girl.
My mind is just in 12 different places at once. Sorry.
The story of my
Alright.
life.
Oh, but no, I absolutely agree. We need to find a way to come to. Hey, Crow.
I mean,
Crow. Hello.
what if there was like a build on of all of us just kind of saying that, basically just mentioning that.
I've been
about-
trying to make that happen
Yeah.
for 6 years.
Yeah, because it scares me, because I see a lot of younger or they're not even creators yet. They're just, like you said, they're looking for info because it's fascinating right now. It's all over TV and in social media, etc. Everybody wants to do it, which is great. Maybe some of them will find their way that way. That's awesome. But if not,
Well, when
I
the Great
agree.
Awakening, as we call it, happened, a lot of people woke up that didn't understand, and they probably never will. And they're just looking for information. But because of that, they're being, like I said, they're being manipulated and misused, and it's fucking wrong. And the only way to correct it is like Ursa says, to ostracize them, get them the fuck out.
Maybe we need
have to, I think that's what I'm saying. I think each community is going to have to, because it's
No,
everything.
it's got to be more than just each community. It's got to be the entire community all at
The
once.
entirety.
Wait.
Well, that takes organization. What did you say, Birch?
Maybe we need a list.
Nah.
The list was released last night. I have the list.
I don't have the list.
I'll
I
get it
don't
to you.
either. I was out of it last night.
Be the list. And speaking of lists, Eric, how's the list going over on your end, man?
Oh, the hex list, the onion list.
Onion list, the shopping list.
This is a completely different list.
Yeah. But I want to hear
That
about
list
the
was
other list.
BS anyways. Everybody knows it.
I just made fun of it. That's all.
Yeah, no. This
I'm a
is the
goddamn-
actual. These are the perpetrators that, like Ursula said, they're perpetuating the nonsense. And they're doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and they're creating more turmoil in the community than needed.
perspective on all of
Give
this.
me the names,
My
and I'll make a birch list. Like somebody said.
My perspective
I've been
on
on
all of
plenty
this,
of those
which is
lists.
crazy, is that I don't understand how people are, look, it's one thing to enjoy TikTok. Me and Mike, we know each other for a long time from other wars and other drama that has been spread out throughout the community that even has nothing to do with WitchTok and stuff like that. When he had his podcast in California, and I had a drama with this guy, and it was a mess, right?
Yeah.
I think the problem here is that once you start going to family, kids, personal things, it's like now people are drawing the line. I understand that people want to go and put charges on people because they feel that their life is threatened. It's ruining their business. It's ruining who they are as a person. And I get all that, I get all that. I just don't like, I see it. And, me being the troll that I am, I'll make fun of it, and it's not a laughing matter though. It's not a laughing matter that people are putting kids out there. I was being trolled by a guy in Oklahoma. See, but I have a bad psychopathy. See, and my psychopathy is that I'm not scared of shit. That's my psychopathy. So I gave the guy matter of fact, I've trolled myself. I've doxed my address millions of times. I live with my door open in Pennsylvania. Anybody could walk in. That doesn't mean that you're going to walk out. And that's the problem here.
We all abide by that mentality.
And that's the problem here. The problem is that if you guys allow them to be entertained, and then there's also this hypocrisy about how everyone wants to fix it, right? But then as soon as they get on lives, they're tearing each other apart again and talking shit about each other. And I bet you a lot of these people haven't even sat down and even had a meal together. Like all these situations are like created through the screen. It's like, it's a sad reality that we as a community, and I say community as different practitioners, I'm a practitioner of ATR community. I'm also a spiritist. I've been a long time spiritist all my life. And, I have a lot of friends in the WitchTok community on both sides, and I don't take any side. I take the side of stop being stupid. If I got an issue with Ursa, or if I got an issue with Lux, or if I got an issue with someone, I'm going to take it directly to them. I'm not going to create this whole persona online and start bad-mouthing them and creating lists and then start talking about their kids, and start truly affecting their life. Because I imagine that, calling CPS on someone is bad. No matter if it's true or not, it's bad. It's just bad. Doing animal control stuff, that's bad shit. Like, dude, I got 2 dogs here. You know what I mean? And if someone calls animal control on me, I'm going to be pissed the fuck off. You know what I mean? Only because it's a waste of my time. It's a waste of resources. And you're starting problems because you don't like me because I'm a persona online. Like, it just doesn't make no fucking sense. You know what I mean? What happened to the old days when you just walked up on somebody's porch, called them out, had a fight, drank a beer, and left? That shit don't exist no more.
No, because you've got keyboard warriors now.
Well, I think that's what we're trying to point out right now and highlight is that line, right? Calling the animal control on me. I was live when animal control came to the house. They gave me the report. They showed me who. No, let me get it out.
Know about this?
Huh?
You called animal control on you?
Yeah, they tried to have me
I
swatted.
am so sorry.
I didn't know that.
It wasn't just a doxing, because I'm the same way as Eric. You come in my house, you ain't leaving.
Yeah.
Period.
A dog's
When you try to have me swatted, when you have a list of active 50,000 followers, and you tell them all to call my local police department and tell them I'm drinking and driving, to have me swatted, that's not drama. That's not being petty.
No,
You're sick
That's
in the
evil.
fucking
No,
head.
that's evil. That's pure evil is all that is.
I did not know that they called animal control.
That's not a practitioner, and if they use that, whatever deity they're calling on,
they're not using magic. Okay, I was
Oh.
given a list last night of all of my family members that they tried pulling into this, my children, and then that list had people who I don't even know who the fuck they are at all. But because we have the same family last names, that list has 18 people on it. 2 of them are actually my kids. The rest are, I don't know who they are. Right?
They've lied. They've done that. They've done more than that. And
This-
actually
this-
had house.
this isn't drama.
But,
This is
you know,
danger and evil. Period.
Yeah, and
No,
it's
when
and
they
it's
said-
unfortunate, you know.
My house, they
I'm
said
not-
that we were constantly doing drugs and doing domestic violence upon each other. And they said that to Marta. When they said that to Marta, she just laughed and she goes, "You know what? I'm too tired to kick his ass."
Right?
You know, and the funny thing about it, and the funny thing about it is, like, I'm very anti law enforcement, not because of anything. I just don't need the drama. I like to live in my house at peace. I'm not a criminal. I'm not going around doing things, you know. I want to sit out in my porch and maybe have a smoke.
Yeah.
If I want to drink,
As a
because I
matter
don't
of
drink,
fact-
but
Yeehaw,
if I
fuck
want
off.
to drink,
You want to enjoy your life. Period.
yeah.
Eric, I don't know if you remember this, because this happened last year. I was in Eric's live last year, and I was in his chat, and I said, "Oh shit, the cops just walked up to my door."
Yeah, I
And
remember.
Eric, you said go blow oregano off the door. Remember?
Yeah.
That was the
yeah.
first time they sent the police to my house.
Yeah. I told you to get Efun, cascarilla, and blow oregano on the door, and that shoos away the police, and they left. And so the reality is that people want to talk about spirituality and you know, I want to be this fantastic witch where I'm giving all these remedies and these potions and really doing good in the community. And then we're going to treat our brethren like shit, you know, because maybe we might not agree on their practice or whatever it is, you know. At the end of the day, we've never sat down. I've never sat down with Ursa and had a meal with her, a coffee with her. So I can't really say, oh, I don't like Ursa. I don't really know Ursa. Uncle Birch, I probably know him more through lives and a lot of things that we've shared because we used to go to the same venues, Pantheon, things like that. And I'm not part of the witch community. I'm part of the Orisha community. I'm part of the Palo community. You know, I'm part of the ATR community. And it's crazy, like, to think that if I was to see these people, if I was to see someone in the street, I would want that same respect, especially if we don't have those types of issues. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have those types of issues. So I don't understand why people are gathering up like a witch hunt. This is actually it's not even a hex fest.
We're acting like
it's a witch hunt.
We're acting
against
like the Christians.
witches, you know?
We're acting like our own Christian persecution, and it's screwed up because we're, like you said, you can't talk all this nonsense in one voice and then turn around and you said treat our own kinfolk like they're nothing. Like,
Well,
that's evil. That's being a mature adult. And
since I haven't said anything on my own live in a little while,
sorry.
I come from a witchcraft before there was an internet, and when we first had the first inklings of an internet, it was called the BBS system. And one of the first things that people created in the BBS system was the Pagan Information Network.
yeah.
And in that, we found that we got to communicate with pagans all over the country and all over the world. There was two lines into England and Ireland. And one thing that did not happen was any of this shit that's happening here. We recognize that our ancestors would have came upon themselves if they ever had that opportunity to be able to exchange ideas with other practitioners of other traditions. Oh, in our fucking living room, man. And we've squandered it. We've wasted this fucking beautiful fucking gift on all this bullshit that we fucking engage in, man. Just my living ancestors in this fucking life would fucking roll over in their fucking graves if they were dead, looking at what you people have done to the fucking internet, man. We should be getting along. We should be exchanging ideas. We should be learning from each other.
And it's crazy, and I don't think it's, look again. And then you have all these I always hear the people throwing around POC, this, that, and the third. Just how about we leave race and color and ethnicities out of it and just deal with the core? And the core is, if I don't get along with you, I don't like you. Man, I don't like your face. I don't like the way you look. You probably, to me, in my eyes, you might smell bad. Guess what? There's a little block button. Block. Bye. No more. No, I don't get to see you. I don't get to see your FYPs. I don't get, if I run into you in a live because they can't really control that. All right, I won't talk to you. I just don't like you. How about just being, just being original? I don't like you. I don't like it. I don't like what you stand for. I don't care. Right? But I'm not going to be subversive and be like, oh yeah, Teresa, because I don't like her and you're her friend, don't be her friend or whatever. No, be a grown up. Be a grown up. There were a lot of people that I had to work with in the prison system in California that I didn't like, mostly prison staff. And you know what I did? Hey, how you doing? Goodbye. That was the much of the conversation that we would have, because we're not prone to like everyone. Not everyone is everybody's cup of tea, but at some point, you got to take responsibility and accountability for your age. At 54, how stupid would it be that I go on this fucking diatribe of trying to get little people to come and join my group to hate on one person? It just doesn't make no fun. It's like high school.
Yeah.
That's why I got into a lot of fights in high school. That's why I got lots of fights in New York, because of stupidness like that.
Well, and that's the thing. People like us, we were not the popular kids in high school. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me, anybody raise your hand if you were one of the popular kids in fucking high school, man.
No, I was a musician. Musicians don't get fucking popular. Only groupies follow you, but that's it. Or popular. And we didn't
I was an ex
popular.
Groupies.
When I was in high school, I was not popular, but everyone knew who I was, and everyone knew to just leave me the fuck alone. Like I was like one of the main misfits when it came to like they call it. Do you remember? When was it? Like early '90s.
Hold up.
Called to come to the flagpole to be able to stand for our rights as open practitioners. Do you guys remember that? In California.
I was still in New York when that.
I was well out of high school by then.
I know, because you're old as fuck.
So Ivar just named a name that rings true for me, like literally talking about the Lords of Chaos. That was my high school.
Yeah.
The band director that got brutally murdered.
Yeah.
That's my high school.
I was in a Mexican.
That was right after Columbine.
Oh no, I was still in New York. I was still figuring out what I was doing. I was being a palero and working, and
I
worked in communications for years. I worked in CBS for years, so I was too busy. Like when we got the internet, and we were able to go in AOL. There was the Lodge of there was there was a lot of different groups, Excite groups, Yahoo groups, Pagan groups, Orisha groups, the Olu. There was even you remember Jap Verjan that had Ochosi made, that he was from Sweden?
Well, I remember Yahoo groups. That was where the first flame wars happened.
Yeah.
It started going downhill.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
that's
God.
and
You know
the
what it
first flame
is?
war
It's
started in
Hogwarts
Yahoo.
online. That's what this is. It's turned into Slytherin versus Hufflepuff. And that's how they look at you, as opposition. And they're playing in this cosplay fantasy land of I'm the supreme. There is no such thing. One cannot
As a,
attain everything.
as a Slytherin, I resemble that remark.
Samantha Fox. No reply to
You're a
Samantha
Hufflepuff.
Fox here. When I went to high school, I was, there was no goth yet, but I was pre-goth. We called it
Yeah,
death
punk
goth.
phase.
So, dark clothes,
Goth
dark
represent.
Mm-hmm.
and I carried this leather-bound book everywhere in my school, like it was the Bible. And the book was the Book of Black Magic and of Pacts. I would put that on my fucking desk with the spine facing out.
Yes.
Nobody fuck
Exactly.
with me. Nobody fuck with me.
Yep.
And eventually, I learned what every witch learns. We get blamed for fucking everything.
Yes, we do.
Popular kid's girlfriend left him. It was my fault. Even though she didn't
Somebody's
end up,
grandma died, your fault.
the captain of the football
My name
team
has
broke his
been
fucking leg.
always.
I did it. I broke the captain of the football team's leg. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
it. You get
Oh,
blamed.
you guys got Celeste mad. She's coming for you. I'm like, y'all ridiculous.
So originally, it kept people at bay, but then eventually, it got me blamed for everything that went wrong in anybody.
Well, look, I'll tell you, I've taken blame where I've taken culpability, because there's been some people that I've done some shit to, and I will admit it to the day I die that I did, right? Because I have no filter. It's either we're on or we're off. There's no in between with me. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have the bleeding heart. No, fuck you. I'm gonna take your eye out, and if I can cook it on a barbecue and salt it up, I might eat it. I'm done. I hate people.
Hell yeah.
That's what I love.
And I
about
think-
this guy. That's what I love about this guy. Yeah.
And people need to have that. Sometimes we have to grow like a thick skin with people, but at some point we have to kind of push people out too, out of our lives. They become inconsequential. The farther you stop thinking about them and start putting them to the other side of the fence, the better you are.
Yeah, because if you hold on to it, it's just gonna harm you.
They make you miserable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
I agree with that 100%, which is like why last year we all were like, we're done with you motherfuckers. You guys are so boring at this point.
Yeah.
That's why I was so shocked last night when I went to that live.
Look, I'll tell you one thing that I haven't told. I'll tell you guys one thing that I haven't told, but he knows, because he went to Africa to go do Orisha and he got thrown out of the Zap. That was because of me, because I had it in for him. The Rai guy that likes to show his booty cakes and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. That was me.
But we all decided, that we
I
didn't
took
want,
it
we
to
didn't
another
want
level.
perpetuating this shit, right?
I
Because it
didn't
was
have
spinning out of
issues.
control.
I didn't have issues with his old lady and nothing like that, but me. I was the one. And I take full responsibility on that. Yeah. His old lady,
Thank you for that,
she
Eric.
was nice, but I never lift a hand to her. Him, forget about it.
Like I was trying to say before you rudely spoke over me, Eric.
Sorry. I get excited.
I know. It's because like when things start spinning out of control and you're like, okay, you're
Yeah.
petty, and then they don't like that, and then they take it off app and like really
Yeah.
try to affect your real life with mundane shit.
Yeah.
I was so shocked last night when I realized that my name was still fucking being brought up. My name has been brought up in people's
But that means
court
you're
cases.
relevant. It means that you're relevant. In some way, shape, or form, you're relevant. If you weren't relevant, it's like, I have a friend in Voodoo. I have a very good friend named Grand Drop. He's about 90 years old. And he always says in Voodoo, there's always this understanding that if you...
I know that. Like, I know the reason why they do it is because of jealousy and coveting my gifts. I get that. I know that.
If you haven't...
But that doesn't
affected
mean
their
what they're
life in
doing
some
is
way-
acceptable in any
No,
shape
of
or
course
form.
not.
And
Of course not. Of course not. But anyway,
No, I
that's
got
my 2
restricted.
cents.
Did I smoke on camera? Jesus.
They're gonna give you substance warning if you smoke.
They did.
You gotta smoke out of camera.
I thought I was off camera, but I guess I wasn't. But I'm almost done anyways. Fuck them.
All right, people.
I'm with that
Take it
mentality.
I'll talk to you guys later.
We'll go smoke our
Oh man.
Meet you.
Alright.
You follow.
Pleasure to meet you. Followed mostly everybody, I think. So
Salam alaikum, Eric.
I'll see you on the other side.
The funniest thing is I met
Oh,
Eric.
hello, Dorian.
I met Eric because he was in a fight with another Polaro. And I had that Polaro on my podcast because we covered shit like witch wars and Palo wars and gossip. You know, I was basically a pagan gossip show host on that show. And
The Shade Room.
and the other guy was talking all this shit about Eric, and he would not let me have Eric on camera to face him. And that was Tata Oriate. Tata Oriate had a beef with Eric Colon and would not face him on camera. And I'll say that every day, man. Eric wanted to come on. I said, hey, look, Eric wants to come on. He says, I'm not going to be on the show if Eric comes on. I go, okay, you're a pussy. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not true. A pussy can take a beating, a scrotum cannot. So he's a scrotum. Sorry, I fucked up for a minute.
It's funny that I believe that. Like that's why I was saying if you're doing stuff in the shadows and you get caught, and when you're confronted, you're like, no, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I have really bad connection. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Just give me that list. give me all the tea, girl. Give me all the tea. I'll give something. I will spill the tea and all. I will rip off the legs. I will spill the tea.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I'm gonna get off of here because I'm gonna start cooking dinner.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Good to see
See
you,
you,
Eric.
sweetheart.
And see, that's something I wanted to say. So, like, Ursa, me and Ursa had a big beef just a couple years ago. And me and most of the people that I've had big beefs with on TikTok are now friends. It can change. None of
It
this
can.
is very fucking serious. This is some bullshit. And we can get over
That's being an adult.
we can get past the bullshit and get over the bullshit. And me and Ursa got over our bullshit. And here we are.
That's how it should be.
Next time she comes to Hex Fest, we're going to have a drink.
Glad everything's going better for you, though, Ursa.
All right, y'all.
I'm making dinner now.
1% battery. I got to get going. Thanks for coming in the live. Be sure to follow if you're not following. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and you all get extra perks. And follow me at gumroad.com/witchschool. That's the common spelling of witch school. Good to meet y'all. I think I followed everybody who's in the live except you. Teresa Swampy following you.
Bye.
Already followed you, it looks like. All right.
It's one of your more productive lives, wasn't it?
Really was. I enjoyed it.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do a whole lot.
No.
Everybody else just kept talking. It was great. I just sat here and smoking and drinking beer and listening to you all go off. It's perfect.
I loved it. I could do this all day.
Thanks for helping out always, as always, Sebastian, and hopefully you'll be dropped upon for Hex Fest. All right, y'all.
Well,
as our ancestors
all right.
used to say, to remind us of the troubled path through which they crawled and the breadcrumbs that they left you to follow in the old ways. Merry meet, merry parts.
Merry
Merry beginning,
party.
y'all.
And far fun. Bye.